Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Farts and Crap Show, where it's your host Danjo, bringing you guys my picks for the Black Friday digital deals on PSN and the Nintendo eShop for the North American region. If you live in a different region, your deals might be different. But without any further ado, let's get started because I'm going to try to keep this terse, and that means only spending like less than a minute talking about each game. So let's get started already. First off, I want to remind everybody that the 3DS still has deals sometimes, and for Black Friday, you can pick up Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate for $9 or Monster Hunter Stories for $20. Um, these aren't like the biggest deals, and these are older games, but if the 3DS is still your primary handheld, then you might want to take advantage of some of these. Also, the 3DS version of Street Fighter 4 is like $5 right now, and I've heard very, very different opinions about that game. So, not a recommendation, just wanted to say it's also there. And speaking of Monster Hunter Rise is, in my opinion, like Game of the Year material, hands down. This is one of the best, if not the best, multiplayer game I've played on the Switch, period. Full stop. It is currently $15 off, which it doesn't usually go on sale because people buy it. It's wonderful. Um, and it's on sale. And speaking of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is currently only $15.99. This is the same price on the 3DS right now as well. However, it is not the enhanced version that is on the Switch. So, whether you're on 3DS or Switch, Generations Ultimate, it has a ton of content, and it's a good time. Next up, we got Mega Man X Legacy Collection. Yes, I'm going to be talking about Capcom for a little bit, because they make some of my favorite games ever. Including Mega Man X and Mega Man X4, which are both in this collection, along with Mega Man X2 and X3, as well as a gallery, a music player, and an extra X Hunter mode, I think is what they call it. And there's a lot of stuff in this collection. Yes, it's not the best way to play really any of these games, but it is the only way to play these games on the Switch, and it's half off, $10. So if you haven't played these games or you don't own these games, highly recommend this one, purely for the sheer quality. And speaking of sheer quality, this collection is also $10. A lot of the things I just said apply to this game as well, this collection of games. It's got a gallery, a music player, you can take on bosses individually if you just want to practice them, and it has 4 games: Mega Man 7, 8, 9, and 10. 7 was on the Super Nintendo, 8 was on the PlayStation, and 9 and 10 were digital only at first when they came out, and they were like in the style of Mega Man 6, I want to say. So like NES style, but like the music in these games is phenomenal. Like some of the best chiptune beats, like it's insane. It's super good. And if you haven't played 7 and 8, this is actually a really good way to play both. For some reason, the PS1 emulation on Mega Man 8 on this collection is a little bit better than on the previous collection from Mega Man X4. Don't know why, but it is. So, and last Mega Man collection I'm going to be talking about, Promise, is $10 off at $20. It's the Mega Man Zero / ZX Legacy Collection, and this has some of my favorite Mega Man games of all time on here. The Mega Man Zero games for Game Boy Advance, which I haven't tried the Switch version personally, but I've heard it is a very good port of all the games included. And again, for the sheer quality, I think it's worth it. So, another game that is very impressive and impresses me that it's on the Switch is Civ 6. And this game is only $9 right now. And if you miss that whole like SimCity vibe of games, this is a wonderful one. Like definitely like it's kind of got like RTS kind of vibes, real time strategy. Um, a little bit Age of Empires, a little bit SimCity. What's another good way to describe it? I don't know. Um, Civilization management and development simulator, I guess. Anyway, it's a wonderful game. It's only $9. Highly recommend it. And in case you guys are wondering, yes, I'm getting into PSN soon, and I am saving the two best deals, in my opinion, for the end of the video. So if you want to jump to the end of the video and just see like what I think the two best deals for Black Friday digitally are, please feel free. But yeah, Monopoly needs no introduction. Game's been around for almost 100 years, I think, at this point. Milton Bradley originally published it, but now it's Ubisoft, and they have a few games on sale on the Switch. And it's only $10. It's not the best deal. I've seen it at $10 quite a few times before. Um, but this is a great way to play this game. And that's it. It's Monopoly. If you like Monopoly, highly recommend it. If you don't like Monopoly, maybe you would like Wheel of Fortune. This game is awesome. Not my... It has some problems, for sure. A few glitches and some input latency like Ubisoft never fixed, which really bothers me, but there's also touch controls in this game, so if the input latency of using a controller bothers you, you can easily play this game just in handheld mode, even without Joy-Cons. The whole game just touch, and it's actually, it works quite well. So there's that option as well. It's only $8, usually 20, quite a good deal. Next one, moving on to Sega, we got Virtual Racing, which was a wonderful game for the Sega Genesis that utilized a Super FX style chip in the cartridge to render 3D polygons. And this is a remaster of that game with like up to 8-player local multiplayer, which is like really weird to watch, but really impressive because it runs at a very solid 60 FPS, as far as I can tell. So it's only $2 off right now, but still, it's only $8 typically, so $6. It's a great game if you like racing games and retro style racers. Highly recommend this one. Next up, the best game of Tetris on the Switch. Again, opinion. I know Tetris Effect is on the Switch now, and there's Tetris 99, which I love, but this has more modes, more customization, like a story mode, and I actually learned to love Puyo Puyo because of these games. The first one. I haven't played the sequel as much, but there's more of everything essentially in the sequel, and that's kind of all I wanted out of a sequel. Anyway, it's half off. It's usually $40. It's only 20 now. Highly recommend this one. Next up is like the perfect modern version of Pictionary, Drawful 2. If you guys have played Pictionary or don't know what I'm talking about, essentially you draw stuff. There's prompts. You try to get people to guess things or like misguess intentionally, and like this is a fantastic game. Like if you guys, it's really hard to describe too. So if you guys want to know more, check out a stream of Drawful 2 or a video or something. Like this is a great game for you streamers because playing with viewers is a great way to do this. And actually all the Jackbox games are. But even if you just want to play locally with your friends, like this is it's great. It's great. All right, Castlevania: The Anniversary Collection. This is, yes, we're getting into Konami now. This is some of the best early days of Castlevania collection, and there's a Castlevania book that digitally that comes with this that is really interesting and a fantastic read, by the way. I would say for $5, it's worth it just for the book. However, you're also getting Castlevania 1, 2, 3, 4, which was Super Castlevania 4 on the Super Nintendo. The two Game Boy games, Castlevania Bloodlines for the Genesis. I think it was called Castlevania The New Generation for the Mega Drive. Anyway, I know it is Castlevania Bloodlines. And Kid Dracula for the NES, which was originally a Japan exclusive, but that's on this collection as well. So, like, 7 games? 8 games? And granted, they're like shorter typically, but even just for Super Castlevania 4, Kid Dracula, and Bloodlines in the book, yeah, well worth $5. So, next one actually just came out a while ago. Castlevania Advance Collection, which has the 3 Game Boy Advance games, Castlevania Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, and Aria of Sorrow, as well as Castlevania Dracula X for the Super Nintendo. These are all wonderful games. Circle of the Moon's a little rough around the edges, but still great. And it's already $5 off. So if you've been looking to pick this one up, it's also the same price on PSN, just so you guys know. So whether you're on PS4, PS5, Switch, Switch OLED, Switch Lite, you can get this game for $5 off. It's wonderful. Next one, moving on over to PSN, we got The Tourist, which is a wonderful, wonderful indie game. It's not that long, but this game is like super charming, very well made. Shinnon knocked it out of the park with this game. And from what I understand, they are making a follow-up, which I am definitely going to play. But yeah, this game is $12.99. Oddly enough, I don't think this is on sale on the Switch. At least I didn't see if it was. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, you can get the PS4 and the PS5 version for $13. Again, it's a shorter game. It's only like 5 hours long, but it's a great time. It's super fun. Next one up, we got some of the Soulsborne games. My current favorite series. And Demon Souls, the PlayStation 5 version, which is the only version right now because Bluepoint and Sony, they made sure it was a PS5 exclusive. It's only $40, 43% off, so from 70 down to 40. And this game is gorgeous. If you haven't played this one or you haven't played it since the PlayStation 3, definitely recommend picking this one up for a pretty hefty discount. And next up we got Dark Souls Remastered, which is $20 on both PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. The PS4 version does run at a solid 60 FPS. The Switch version runs pretty much at 30. So if you want the smoother frame rate, definitely pick up the PSN version. But yeah, it's half off from 40 down to 20. And it's Dark Souls 1. You know? However, I greatly prefer Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, partially because of this music, which is Majula. The large amounts of DLC which are included, which is the Iron King, the Ivory King, and the Sunken King, which are all like, it adds so much to the game. And New Game Plus and all that. This is not the lowest I've seen this game on PSN. However, I have seen it go as low as $8. But, you know, a lot of people have extra cash right now. If you don't have this yet, $20 is still a steal in my opinion. Highly recommend this game. Speaking of which, possibly the best game in the series, Dark Souls 3, the Deluxe Edition, which is the full game and the Season Pass, which they're not making DLC anymore, so essentially you're paying for the game and Ashes of Ariandel and the Ring City, which are the 2 DLC packs. However, this game is fantastic. The other games are starting to feel a little dated. I don't think 2 is, because it's a different kind of beast. However, this one is very modern and very good. If you don't have this one already, pick it up. It's half off. Trust me. It's so good. And actually back to Sega for a minute on PSN, because you can get Odin Sphere. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. The remaster. Again, this was on the PlayStation 2, but honestly, it's cheaper to get it on the PS4 nowadays. Uh, because the well, actually, maybe the PS2 version went down in price because there is a remaster now. This game used to be very expensive to get, though. This was made by, I believe, Vanillaware, the same guys who made Dragon's Crown and Muramasa Rebirth. And I think that's right. Yeah, no, that's right. And originally published by Atlas. Um, I think. Again, I could be wrong on some of that stuff. But there's also a demo for this game. Or at least there should be. I don't know why it doesn't say on the thing. Anyway, it's $20 now. If you aren't familiar, check out a video of it. I don't know why they have this image as the preview image. It tells you nothing about the game, but it's gorgeous. It plays really well, and I mean, that's it. And next up is actually a game I have not played yet, but it's 70% off now, which is kind of the cheapest I've seen it. It's Windbound. Um, this game kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild mechanics with like a Wind Waker art style. And from what I've seen of this game, it looks amazing. Like, I can't describe it too well because, again, I haven't played it yet, but it's only $9, and I definitely want to pick it up. And it's PS4 Pro enhanced, apparently, so cool. Great. I'm appreciative of that. Oh, before, it's also on the Switch. I don't know if it's discounted on the Switch or not, but it might be, because these sales are mostly going by, like, publisher. So if you play on the Switch and you prefer to have it on like a portable device, it might be on sale. Now we're getting into what I think are the final three and some of the best deals in this whole video. Wipeout Omega Collection is three of, honestly, probably the best Wipeout games and some of the best PlayStation original games, because for the longest time, like, Wipeout was like a PlayStation staple. And these are remastered in such a gorgeous, like, these games are beautiful. Like, even just running on a PS4 Pro, like, these games, they're so good. So good. It's like future Mario Kart, basically. Like, you get weapons and stuff. You can even destroy other racers, take them out of the race entirely. So you have like a shield HP gauge kind of thing, and yeah, they're like hovercraft and stuff. But yeah, the racing games, 3 entire remasters in one, and it's $8. So really, you're only paying like $2.50 per game. $2.77. Anyway, less than $3 per game. Yeah, super good. Next one, even better deal. God Eater 2 Rage Burst is 90% off if you have PSN. Or PS Plus. It's 85% off. However, if you are a PS Plus member, it's 90% off. So there's a little caveat. But I actually like that incentive because this is essentially Shift is the developer, that's right. And they made like the best Monster Hunter clone I've ever played. Like, these games, it's essentially Monster Hunter, but it's very anime influenced, and they have their own story, which 1 and 2 are really the only ones you need to play. 2 Rage Burst is the title they gave this one because they included like all the extra content, the DLC, and it's a remaster of the original God Eater 2. And then God Eater Resurrection, I should have checked to see if that one's also on sale, because I even prefer that game. Anyway, they're both super good, and this one's 90% off. So if you have PlayStation Plus, but yeah, if you have some other friends though with PS Plus and you guys play multiplayer games together, pick this up and tell them to pick this up. Like, playing this co-op with friends is like one of the best multiplayer experiences online, period. In my book, in my experience of all the games I've played with people, it's wonderful. And the best deal, in my book, for Black Friday is on PSN. It's Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown. This is the Deluxe Edition. It is 90% off. You don't need PlayStation Plus for that deal. You get the Season Pass and the full game for $8.50. This is one of the most beautiful PS4 games, bar none. The story is great, the music is wonderful, the gameplay is tight and responsive, and just everything about this game is perfect. Except the multiplayer. The multiplayer, I don't care at all. There's no co-op. This game would be insanely good if there was co-op. It's just like deathmatch stuff, and it's just how they set it up is just not great at all. However, getting this now is an even better deal, especially if you have the Season Pass, because they're not done making content for this game. So, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure for Season Pass people with Ace Combat 7, they will get the new DLC when it comes out, depending on how they decide to do it. That hasn't been confirmed by Namco yet, or Bandai Namco, sorry. Namco was originally the developers and publishers, and back in the Ace Combat, like 1, 2, 3, and 4 days. However, this game is fantastic. It's an experience. It's so good, I can't even hype it up enough properly. But yeah, those are the 20 some odd picks that I narrowed down out of all the deals on PSN. And also, if you guys are wondering about God Eater 2, like, do you have to play the first one to enjoy the second one? No, not at all. They basically re-explain all the key points, and it's like completely different. It's like completely different cast, completely different story. Does it enhance your enjoyment of the game? Yes, I would say it does. But both God Eater games are so long. I platinumed both of them, and I put hundreds of hours into both games. So, for newcomers that really want to sink their teeth into a Monster Hunter-like game, I'd say 2 is a little bit more enticing. Personally, I like 1 better, but I've played both of them so much. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Sorry I went a little over 20 minutes. My bad. But thank you all for being here. If, you know, if my picks helped, cool. There's a lot more stuff on sale. Diablo 2 Remastered is on sale. Doom Eternal is on sale. Mario, the Wii U one, Mario, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, I think is the name, and Mario Odyssey are both on sale. I mean, those are the obvious picks you've probably heard from other Black Friday deals things. I'm not going to repeat the same games that I know other people are saying, oh, hey, this is on sale for whatever, go pick it up. No, these are my picks, my opinion, and hopefully you guys, you know, learned about some games that you didn't know were on sale. That'd be cool. But, yeah, thank you all for being here. Hope you guys had a good time. I am going to get going, but before I do, many many thanks to the Farts and Crap Show members, Old Cranky Gamer and Devalis Draconis. You guys are wonderful, and definitely help for the streams and videos that get demonetized, which happens pretty often because copyright claims are all over the place these days. So, have a wonderful day, everybody. Take care. Happy holidays, and till next time.